Let's get right into the hard questions. Does he do the split? You're damn right he does, and he do it within 5 seconds of this film starting. You know I was excited for it. Nonetheless, let's get into the review of this new film right now. What's up, everybody, and welcome back today for another review here at Big Gold Belt Media YouTube channel. And today we're going to be reviewing the film The Last Mercenary, which is going to be dropping on Netflix July 30th. Now look, Jean-Claude Van Damme. We love him. He's a legend. He's an icon. And there's particular things we look for in his films. And yes, the split happens to be one, and the fact that you get it within 5 seconds of this film starting, I absolutely popped crazy for it. I was like, heck yeah. But I have got to say, I didn't think this film, I had the wrong idea of what I thought this film was. I mean, even with the promotional poster, you know, who he's doing the split, of course, I was like, all right, an action film, some martial arts, it's his bread and butter. But this film was a little different of a taste, and I enjoyed this film. It was absolutely fun. And even with it being called The Last Mercenary, even that sounds like it's about to be some type of hardcore action film. And it's really on par with a lot of what Netflix has been putting out recently. At least you're getting one good action film a month, and I was like, all right, this seems to be on par and in due time of Netflix July releases. So, yeah. But it just was totally different. And again, I loved it. It was instant fun, actually. And it had some nostalgia in it with the theming, the aesthetics, and callbacks to other things. Absolutely comedic, because this film doesn't take itself serious at all. And it just has a lot of fun. To be honest, this film is very, very, very close to being considered a parody film. It's because a lot of the parody is actually to Jean-Claude Van Damme, so it's like, all right, yes, it's a parody film, but then actually most parody films make fun of something else. But the fact that he's making fun of himself is kind of like, okay, he's just having fun here. And I bust out laughing. There's laughing, but busting out laughing is like that next level. I bust out laughing more times than I expected. This film is just completely silly. And Jean-Claude Van Damme hits all of his famous movements, gestures, all that other stuff. So he does the split. He got some dancing, a lot of costume changes. He has all these different disguises that are working for him. And again, he just jabs at himself the entire time doing this. But it is important to know that this film is actually a French film spoken in French with English subtitles. I did watch half of it in French and half of it in English. And I gotta say, the English dubbing was good because most of the people are bilingual, but some people wasn't, and obviously it was noticeable there. So you can enjoy this in any in any language you prefer. It does not take away from it at all. So definitely it was again, another thing I wasn't expecting. I thought this was just going to be a straight English action film, and then it wasn't. And the fact that I enjoyed the comedy in French as much as I enjoyed it in English too, just lets you know, regardless, you're just going to have fun with the film. The characters of this film, you got this character Simeon, who that doesn't even matter. He's definitely a broke version of Tony Montana. He really wants to be Tony Montana so bad. And I'm not saying that in the terms of comparison. No, that's exactly what the character is. The character really inspires to be Tony Montana. He thinks he's a real person, not even a character. So you just see. And there's so many other random funny characters. And what's interesting is that I could name some cast members, but really no point, because I would have to name the entire cast, because literally everybody, for the moments that they get screen time, absolutely finds a way to shine. So many characters with even the most minimalist role definitely makes an impact on screen. The dialogue, just straight up silly, but it's so funny, and there's the classic one-liners and really cheesy and whatnot. and then there's like even tidbits that are even being said in like the background that will all make you laugh. So like it just all comes together really good. And so yes, Jean-Claude Van Damme, a iconic action star. There definitely is action in it. The cinematography with the action is really fun, and even with the score, they got this top 100 type of score. One way or another, like that song gets played a few times in this, so like that just gives you the idea of the tone of the film, because it keeps it really lifted and bright and kind of, you know, lighthearted. But at the same time, the cinematography is still very good action cinematography as well. But again, it's a very light film that doesn't take itself serious, so it's really fun. And then of course, yeah, with the martial arts, the hand-to-hand combat, I enjoyed it, and it was not the main focus of this film, but when they did showcase it, it was good. Of course it would be good. And like, we all know that Jean-Claude Van Damme isn't doing his stunts anymore, but the way they even insert him into it was even done in a good way. Like, sure, I'm sure he did some of this, but like he's not, you know, going back to his OG days of doing it completely all. So even that, again, I definitely appreciated it. But I really did not expect the level of ridiculousness that was happening in this film. Like, I just really didn't expect it. And like, I'm saying all of this and didn't even tell you the plot of this film. Like, you have Jean-Claude Van Damme character called The Mist. He's this iconic mercenary who is off the grid. He's off the radar. No one knows where he is. However, he has to return because he has to come back and protect his son. His son that doesn't know that he's his father. So a lot of this movie is the idea of him protecting his son that doesn't know he's the father, that eventually finds out he is the father. And of course, none of this goes smooth. So it's definitely a lot of father-son rekindling over all the time missed, with some disagreements, as you of course, and falling out, as you of course, as you would expect. At the same time, trying to protect him, because he's being protected because he's kind of having him comes with like a level of wealth and other perks and whatnot. So there are people interested in him. And like, again, the plot really isn't a relevant point to me, because it's just like the film just goes and kind of goes like mindlessly, but it's just fun. So you just enjoy it and you really don't think about the plot. And like his son, like his son is like, I don't know, he got to be 20 something, but like going on 12. His son is the most immature yet laughable character in this. And Jean-Claude tries to be very serious with him, and the meshing of the two just makes this even more sillier. But I won't lie, I can go for another round of the shenanigans here. Like, I really could, because I enjoyed this in a way I didn't think I would. And by the way, stay through all through the credits. There's some little gags in there too, so you know, just to give you a little bit of icing of the cake here. But yeah, this is The Last Mercenary. Again, this is going to be on Netflix. Check it out, July 30th. Folks, jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about this film. Let me know how excited you were to see the split within the first 5 seconds, because I was. I sure as hell was excited. And then definitely leave me all your thoughts about this film. But as always, folks, stay tuned, because we got more reviews coming very soon. Thank you for watching, folks.